Peace. Today, Blame Swoope joins us. We discuss platform, mission, his journey, and working smart. I am your host, Barge. Welcome to Safe Space.
Miseducation. Yeah. Check the flyers. I'm back. Utopia. Let's go. Let's all get rich.
I actually do sometimes have a hard time understanding what I do because it's so much in this weird way. But overall, I call myself an entertainment ambassador. And I just want I want to continue to have my hand in like every space entertainment-wise that's changing the way we live, eat, party, watch things, interact. So whenever I can be a service in that way, I'm down for it. And I think I've been doing a pretty okay job with, being in those spaces. Plenty of other spaces I want to get into. Like I want to design furniture, hotels. Like I want to do a lot of shit like that. So just trying to take things, one day at a time in a sense.
I'm to these millions, Matoya Luckett. You torn between the two, indecisive.
Well, it started, I was around 5, and I seen a movie called The Three Ninjas. And that movie, really amped me up on something damn, wherever they do that shit at, I want to do. And it wasn't just the aspect of them being cool and karate and all that shit. It really wasn't even that. It was legit the amazingness of they put together a movie and it was with kids and these kids carried the whole movie. I was looking at that as a 5-year-old, yo, that's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? So I remember telling my mom, wherever they do that at, I want to do. I don't know where that's at or how I do it, but I want to do it. And I remember her telling me and explaining to me, oh, they do that in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? So ever since 5, it was I got to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I got to get there. I started throwing parties at Toledo. I got kicked out. Financial aid fell through, so I started throwing parties with friends, and within those parties I will film the parties. Now I upload them on Facebook. This like I said, it's pre-YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Right. Not pre-YouTube, but YouTube wasn't, Soulja Boy was the only thing popping on YouTube at this time. But I would upload my Facebook videos to Facebook, and people would fuck with them, because I'm in the crowd. Right. I love that kind of stuff, because I was yo, because I seen the impact it had. You throw a skit, the school used to go crazy about oh my God, I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying? And that was dope. Then fast forward, I came back to Cleveland. My homie Chick told me that he can rap. I was okay, all right, I guess I go to the studio. Then we went, and it was actually good. Fucked me up. And I was in there oh, wow. And I remember him yo, you want to be my manager? And I was nigga, I don't know the first thing about managing. And he was I don't know the first thing about rapping, but, we gonna figure this out. And we did. I love real music because real music was my platform, my exercise, basically. It was actually a way to figure this industry out without being all the way in it at the time, but learning.
Nice. Believe your own lies. Yeah. I switched the flow.
Yeah, you get to the point where you see people just working. You be why you ain't going nowhere? And I started realizing because they're not working smart, or they're not working with a vision, or they're not working with intention. You gotta have intention. So if I want to get to Z, I have to go through ABC. You know what I'm saying? I have to. But As long as my vision is Z, I'm going to go through A, B, C, and D. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go through all these things. But I feel like people, they'll start at A, and they will have the goal to get to Z, but they caught up on the mishaps when they get to B, C, and D. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I really realized, like, it's about working smart and not hard. You know, the hard work is inevitable. You know, it comes with seeing the world that kind of way. But you work smarter, you'll get way more things accomplished.
Kids away from that, I need that Bugatti. My bitch want a new body.
So like, when it first happened, it was like, yo, this is weird as hell. But it was also my drive. Like my oldest, she's 12 now, and when she was first born, you know, I always knew what I wanted to do, and I always knew it would take a minute to do what I wanted to do. So I had to go through those times where, you know, where you don't really have money, you know, to provide the way you want to provide. You know, now, you know, of course, I'm in a better position. It's easier. So I'm learning. I feel like I'm learning all over again. Like I learned how to do things without nothing, but now I'm learning how to do things, you know, better on the side with what I have. And I think the most important thing that I learned from that is time, man. Like these kids, like they need you on like a level of understanding and not just like the level of like being their fucking boss. I'm learning how you have to relate to the people that come out of you, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like people tend to act like they don't know where these people get these behaviors, where these kids get behaviors from, or thought process. It's you, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me to try to be her boss and try to, you know, tell them what to do and how to do it isn't really my style of parenting. And I feel like I'm doing a good job at how I raise them. Not people how they raise their kids. But I really realize, like, I get more out of them when I let them be free than when I try to, like, control them.
So cover your eye. More light, nigga, more light. I gave you no lie.
Charles King, he started off in the mailroom at WME and became, you know, partner at WME, you know, first black partner, you know, in history of Hollywood. So that was dope, you know, and to see the people who he helped bring up, their execs everywhere, you know what I'm saying, or even like he signed Ryan Coogler. We already know Ryan Coogler's story, you know, Lee Daniels helping out. Tyler Perry was one of his clients. Like, this was pre-Diary of a Mad Black Woman, but taking them and seeing how they love what they do, taking them at that level and catapulting them to that next level, shit is genius to me. And I will always, those are the people I draw to. Kanye did the same thing. Jay did the same thing. Like, those are the people I look up to that kind of gives me a blueprint of what I want to do.
Take flight, I'm shining more light, nigga, more light. I gave you no lie, more light, nigga, more light. So cover your eye, more light, nigga, more light. I gave you no lie, more light, nigga, more light. So cover your eye, more light, nigga, more light. I gave you no lie, more light, nigga, more light. So cover your eye, more light, nigga, more light. I gave you no lie, more light, nigga, more light. So cover your eye. Goku, I go Super Saiyan. My niggas shooters, we are warriors, we are Duran. I told Phelps the other day, I got the master plan. I told Tunes 8 years back, my flow is so advanced. I don't